So I saw BLUMHOUSE's Fantasy Island. Now, I am not familiar with the TV show from the 70s, and I figured this was kind of a spoof, almost like what the 21 Jump Street movies did to their show. I went in with the lowest expectations because I knew this was the same people who did Truth or Dare, which I didn't see, but the trailer just looked bad. The beginning of 2020 has not been kind to horror movies in the last month, and I was surprised on Rotten Tomatoes that they scored this movie a lot lower than The Grudge and The Turning because, surprisingly enough, I actually enjoyed this one. Yes, believe it or not, this was a solid, average, enjoyable subgenre thriller. I like that we got a little bit of drama, a little bit of action, and a little bit of horror. The whole mix just really threw in well together. I did feel that there was a whole chunk of the beginning missing because I wanted to know how these characters kind of came to this island, and it really glosses over the factor of how the island works, of how they grant their wishes and how the rules of the whole thing works. When we get to every single one of the characters going through their wishes and watching the whole thing twist against their favor, I was so impressed. I was very entertained, but at the same time, all of these scenes were just getting cut together and there was just a lot to process. There was just so much things happening and I just wanted it to slow down and I wanted it to just be a longer movie because there was just a lot of things to feel as far as, like I said, there was just action happening, there was just some really dramatic moments and a lot of intense horror moments that were just that just really just changed my mind of what I thought of when I saw the trailer. I thought I was going to be more impressed with Lucy Hale's character and her wish about getting revenge on a childhood bully, but I really thought that Michael Pena, who was the host, Mr. Rourke, and Maggie Q, who played Gwen, were much more interesting scene stealers. I'm loving the diversity. There was a nice plot twist in the movie, almost kind of threw back on director Jeff Wadlow's Cry Wolf back in 2005, and I just felt like that was awesome, but I really wish we got to expose more of the island and how these fantasy wishes just keep happening. There was just a plot hole in the story that could have had time to get explained, especially Michael Rooker's character. He could have had a much more pivotal role to contribute to what's going on. They could do another sequel, but frankly, I don't want it, but I enjoyed what I got. This was pretty solidly average, like I said. Check it out or don't check it out, but I can honestly say that it was a much more impressive movie than its trailer.